bit more humble.
I feel like the internet give you the act.
Man, welcome back to another episode of the Think Successfully Room. This is the platform where we focus on building mindsets. We building character, bringing value to both you and your people, and aligning your body with your motherfucking intelligence. I am your host, QB So Effing Amazing. And right on the side of me, man, look, the first time I was put up on this guy, man, I think this was the peak of COVID. He gave us the stimulus package?
Yep.
Man, fire project, man. I got the one and only at Legend.McCall, man.
I appreciate it, man. Shout out to you for the plug on the stimulus package, man. That's probably my best solo album to this date, man.
Man, I think the stimulus package, and then when y'all drop the Bad Boys project with your homie Doc, I'm like, oh yeah, these niggas snap with this shit.
Yes, sir.
I think my favorite joint was man, I think it's entitled Bussin'.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was it's another joint y'all got with Rizzy Space Jam. I don't know how y'all came up with
Boys.
Yeah. I don't know how y'all came up with collabing with him, but for some reason he was the perfect fit for that shit.
No, when I heard the beat and we came up with the concept, I came up with the hook, but immediately I could hear his voice. And I reached out to him. He was, you know what I'm saying, he was extremely eager to do it for me. He laced it so perfectly, and man, it was a wrap after that. But shout out to Rizzy Space Jam.
Man, that was some talented shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like as far as you imagining that, cause I don't even think I could think of nobody else that would have executed the way he did it.
Nah, he was perfect. Because originally I was gonna do it, but like I said, his voice is just so distinctive, and I'm glad Doc put me on to him and his music and his sound, because like I said, I had to make that executive decision and reach out to him and have him get on that track, because that shit was amazing, bro.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. So, man, as far as the project, how long it take y'all to complete the body of work?
That's a great question. So, if people was really paying attention around that time COVID hit, I actually dropped the stimulus package and Bad Boys in the same year. Yeah. So, the stimulus package dropped, I want to say early May of that year. I think it was 2020 or whatever, and that took me about maybe like less than 6 months to put together the records or whatever. And then immediately after we dropped that, me and Doc got to working on Bad Boys, and we dropped it later that year around December. But that album, that was something that me and him already had the idea of doing for a little while. Man, maybe a couple years. We've been wanting to do the Bad Boys album, but we just never really had the space and time to sit down and do it. But ironically, when the COVID hit, and after me dropping that album, it was like, man, let's just do it. And we grinded that whole year, man. We're dedicated. Yep.
Man, it was, what the hell was the song, man? This, like I said, this is around the time when when you first dropped that project or getting ready to drop it. This around the time when they was heavy on the quarantine. And exactly. I think, as a matter of fact, I think Pierre filmed this shit. I'm like, man, is these niggas the only ones in the parking lot shooting the video?
Oh, yeah.
Man, this was right on East State. I'm like, man,
that was a record called Day Off on Stimulus Package. We was right in
the plaza
on State, you know what I mean? I'm trying to play off the quarantine.
Yeah, I'm like, man, this shit fire. I'm like, these niggas literally the only ones in the parking lot shooting the video, man. I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to get sick. I'm gonna stay my ass in the house, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was definitely a fire project, though, man. Man, but as far as the city right now, man, like, what makes you, I guess, stay grounded, or what got you in the mindset to really just, as we was just discussing before we started filming, as far as just becoming more of a responsible person?
So I guess I can go ahead and kind of start from the beginning, but as of like the last like year and a half, well, I'll say like kind of after the Bad Boys project, I got into a mental space of like, I don't want to say exhaustion, but it is kind of an exhaustion in terms of being artistically focused on rapping itself. So with that, and with the help of COVID, that gave me a little time to have a peace of mind, I would say, and find clarity in myself and what I really want to do and who I really want to become. So I kind of took a break from rapping. I still have taken a break from rapping, and I gained other skills and started to focus and shift my artistic craft elsewhere. And within that, because the thing about being a rapper, bro, there's a lot of ego involved.
That's a fact.
A lot of ego involved.
That's a big fact.
And as of late, I've been on a mission of killing my ego. That's kind of been like my mantra. I've been this quote unquote legend person like for almost 15 years now, because that's been my moniker as an MC. But what comes with that, putting myself on a pedestal, being so competitive a rap, I always want to be the best. I always want to be better than the next person. I'm always searching for blood. So it's like when you live with that mind frame and you put yourself on that pedestal, like that ego can be a little damaging at sometimes. So like now I'm on a mission of trying to kill my ego, be a little bit more humble, you know what I mean? Be a little bit more at peace within myself and like really finding my God-given purpose. You know what I mean? And that's the kind of journey I'm in. And with the help of my city too, to piggyback on your point, like, because this place is different. This place is like a melting pot of a lot of different, characters, and there's a lot of distractions as well.
That's a fact.
If you African American living in Rockford, like it's not an easy place to grow up in. And if you're not level headed, you can easily be stirred into the wrong direction. So it's kind of where I'm at.
Man, I think with the city of Rockford, man. Don't get me wrong, I love my city, but because I was born and raised, how can you not love a place you was born and raised at? But I honestly think that the city of Rockford has the potential to help each other get to where we want to go. But as you were saying, like, it's so many egos that come into place that everybody, it's always a challenge. It's always a challenge for everybody. Instead of you supporting this person or supporting that person, like, and really supporting them because they actually good at what they do. You know what I'm saying? Not really supporting them because this person,
yes,
but like supporting people because they really talented at what they do.
That's important.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we can sit here and see somebody that's obviously talented at what they do, but because we don't know that person, we refuse to support them in a way that we would support somebody that we know. And the biggest problem with that is that we also have people in the city that have a group of people around them that don't know how to be honest with them no more. You know what I'm saying? That really, that have people behind them that actually knows how to tell them when they need to work on something, or when they need to change this or switch up that. So we got a lot of individuals walking around the city right now that feel like they the best at what they do because of what the people or their friends are telling them. You know what I mean? And I think if we can get to a point to where we know how to support each other as a whole, then we will be on that same pedestal as some of the bigger cities that we look up to today.
And that's, man, you bring up a very, very important and a great point when you say that, because like I was the kind of artist and rapper where whenever I put out my own music or promoted myself, like I never wanted to be the type of rapper that begged for attention and that begged for, support. I didn't. I felt like it would be weird for me to try to, tag a million people and try to force them to listen to my music, because I don't want to be appreciated for that reason. I want to. If you find my music, God bless you. You find my music, and if you like my music, God bless you. You like my music. But I'm never gonna try to force, my talents and my craft on you, because that's not organic to me.
Right.
Even like coming into this podcast today, it's my first time really chopping it up with you, and immediately, you gave me kudos on my craft. Yeah, and you didn't have to do that, but on your own time, you've listened at some point and you appreciated and liked what I created. Man, and that's all I can ever ask for. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, you got to, man. I think that's one thing I love about my character, man, is that it's nothing in me. It's nothing in me for any reason to sit here and not give somebody credit for what they do and how good they do it. You know what I mean? Even if I don't know you, but see, that's just that Southern hospitality in me. You know what I mean? Because majority of all of them my dad's side, they all from the South, and I can honestly say when I go to Mississippi and visit my people, the hospitality is different. And I see where I get my hospitality from and just my character and just my ways with people. You know what I mean? I can sit here and go to the South and you can speak to, it don't matter who you see, you can speak to everybody and they all gonna give you the same energy back. When you come back up to the Midwest and you try to speak, they mean mugging you. Yeah. They feel like you said something wrong. It's the energy just be off.
Yeah.
And I realized that, I realized that the energy that the city gives off ain't energy that I want to be around, which is why it's so easy for me to, I guess, disconnect from just society and stay to myself in my place of comfort. And the only time I leave my house it has to be for a purpose.
Has to.
It got to be like it has about some money, maybe something, maybe a educational event. It got to be a reason why I'm leaving my place of comfort. You know what I mean?
No, I'm the exact same way, man. Like, granted, growing up, I was lucky enough, especially in like middle school and high school, I was lucky enough to like meet a group of friends that to this day I'm still heavily close to. You know what I mean? And like that's always been an important aspect for me because, like you said, like the energy can be off in this city. It's all you're always gonna run into, quote unquote haters or jealous individuals or people with ill intentions or whatever. So I always just wanted to keep like a very, very tight circle around me with people that's like you said that can give you constructive criticism, that can be honest with you, that can help you grow. And that's the aspect of like black men that we don't see a lot. So like I pride myself on being around individuals like that, and if I can't rock with you on that kind of level, there's no really reason for me to be around you. You know what I mean?
I agree with that, man. I agree with that shit 100%, man, because it's like one thing, and I'm sure you peeped this, we all done seen this before. I never understood how one person can have an entourage full of people. Yeah. You know what I mean? One thing I think about is, man, I can see exactly who hating. I can see who a snake. Yeah. I can just see it. You know what I'm saying? Like a person that want to see you win, he gonna smile behind your back. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga over here, he mean mugging him. You know what I mean? He look like he wanna hit him in this shit real quick. You know what I mean? So I try to preach this to my cousins and my little brothers all the time, just by me being the older sibling, is that it's a reason for having a small circle, you know what I mean? Because you can't trust too many people. You know what I mean? When you got an entourage for, 15, 20 people, I guarantee you at least 15 of them is not solid. And when they get the opportunity, they will try to steal what you got.
Oh, most definitely.
You know what I mean? So what's your opinion on just when you see people with a group of people, with an entourage, 15 plus people?
It's different because it's like it's so unconventional to me. So like my natural reaction is like, man, it got to be for show. Why we rolling 20 deep, 30 deep. You know what I mean? Either you come from an environment to where you always got to look over your shoulder and you probably fearful for whatever, or you trying to protect yourself for whatever, or like I said, it got to be just for show. I want to show people that I attract this kind of energy, or what I mean, I'm the leader of said group or whatever. But I don't know, this is always kind of weird to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, it's a lot of different ways you can look at that, man. Because when I see people that I guess move in hers, man, I look at it as a form of weakness, man. I look at it as a form of you need people around you to make you appear tough. You're really not tough, but you need people around you to make you appear tough.
Yeah.
And that's always been a problem for me.
Yeah.
But honestly, when I see somebody that can move confidently by themselves, like how you came over here by, you know what I'm saying? You ain't come with a group of people. Yeah. You know what I mean? I can see the confidence behind that.
Yeah. And I prefer that. Like I prefer to walk by myself.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I'm not insecure with who I am. You know what I mean? And I feel like I can walk in any circle. I can go in any environment comfortably, especially knowing that, I'm protected. I'm protected spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Facts. So it's no reason for me to walk on this earth in fear. You know, so
Man, that's, and I ain't trying to throw this in there, man, but this is a reason why, you know, I do a lot of tactical training and, you know what I mean? A lot of people look at me like, man, bro, why you got so many guns, man? Like, man, bro, why not? You know what I mean? Why not have a lot of guns, man? I try to use this same point. I'm like, man, look, bro, when we look at society today, what do you think people depend on for a living? They first, oh shit, bro, I don't know. Man, it's the government. You know what I mean? When you think about the government, a majority of the community right now depends on the government for survival, whether that's, you know what I'm saying, Section 8, Medicare, whether it is EBT cards. Nigga, we done seen it before. The government done shut down once before, and guess what? People Link cards wasn't working. So if for any reason the government shut down and they can no longer provide a place for you to stay, they can no longer provide food for you to eat, Medicare for you, man, people survivor instinct finna kick in. You know what I'm saying? So the people that was on they shit and don't need the government for survival, they need food. They need a roof over their head. So guess who lawn they finna come step on? They finna come step on your lawn. I just made it not easy. I just made it difficult for them to do that.
So your primary reason for having a lot of weapons is for the protection aspect?
Man,
just in case?
I mean, I grew to love it, you know what I'm saying? Because I just got real fascinated with guns and just learning about it.
That was going to be my next point because I only own one weapon, but I'm actually fascinated with weapons as well. So, and I look at it from an artistic standpoint, from a skill standpoint. Like, I find beauty in the manufacturing of weapons. You know what I mean? It doesn't necessarily mean that I need it for my protection, but I was just telling some of my homies, like, I wouldn't mind, you know, sometime down the line, like, say if I start a family or whatever, and our family's brought up learning at an early age on how to, you know, handle a weapon, clean a weapon, take care of a weapon, just being responsible with weapons. You know what I mean? I don't see nothing wrong with that. Obviously, that's a controversial topic, but
it is because I mean, it's gonna become a problem when it come to black people.
Of course.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? We talking about a white family, they don't see nothing wrong with it. But the moment a nigga teaching his child how to use a weapon, then that becomes a problem. You know what I mean? But my whole point is, it's like, man, it's like I try to teach my people, the niggas I fuck with, and, you know what I'm saying? Even y'all, I fuck with y'all. Even though this is my first time really chopping it up with you, I fuck with your energy. And I can see the relationship going, you know what I'm saying, long term or whatever. But even the people that surround me, man, I try to teach them the importance of protection, you know what I mean, environmental awareness, and actually, you know, passing the same tactics and information to your people so that you can protect the family, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I'm about the family moving as one, unity, you know what I'm saying? So if we go out and then something happened for whatever reason, a terrorist came in the area,
you should be confident and comfortable enough to protect yourself and make sound decisions.
Exactly.
For your survival.
Exactly. You took the words right out my mouth, bro. You know what I mean? So if I'm sitting here moving and I know exactly how to move to get out this situation, that means I should have you trained as a leader. I should have you trained the same way. So now you know how to move without me telling you.
And it's all decision making at the end of the day too, man. And those are the vital aspects of life that we got to be teaching our youngins at an early age, man. Knowing how to make sound decisions in any environment, any type of conditions, you know.
Facts.
So I feel you, bro.
Bro. So that's just my thought process right now, man. Is teaching them how to move as one. And really, the world we stay in right now is, I don't see no other way. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, you need to have your guns. Your credit need to be on point, and you need a solid financial plan, and know how to create a bank, so that using life insurance policies, knowing how to create a bank, so that, you know what I'm saying, you don't have to depend on a financial institution. So now, instead of you going to a financial institution and you need an A1 credit score to sit here and get a loan to pay for a house or maybe a vehicle, you got a family bank you can tap into.
That's like you said, if you got the right life insurance plan and you didn't converted it, however, to whole policy or whatever, knowing you can actually take loans out of your own plan.
Facts.
Tax free.
Facts. You read what the what book what the Rockefellers do? You read that shit?
No, I haven't read that one.
Man, they discuss the same shit.
Same thing,
Take a loan from yourself. You
But
know what I mean?
you know, they've been doing that for centuries.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah. They just don't want us to know that shit, man.
Yeah.
Nah, nigga, I fuck with that,
Yeah,
nigga. That was a hot topic, nigga. I fuck with that shit, man.
There's so many different loopholes
Yeah.
in America to like, you know, get rich and stay wealthy. You know, that's all they do, you know? So
Man, I fuck with that shit, nigga. Yeah. So a lot of people, man, when it come to taking loans from, I don't think they realize the power in that, because when you take a loan from yourself, right, and you go to pay that loan back, you begin paying interest to yourself instead of paying that interest to the bank.
exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's the power in that.
Exactly.
Man, bro, so like moving forward, man, what you focused on moving forward?
Oh man. So as of right now, I've outside of working and whatnot, you know, I picked up a camera on my off time. I've been working on this for like the last like couple years now. You know, I mean, I'm trying to get into content creating, and not only for myself but for others too. But I'm still in the pre stages of just, you know, doing my due diligence, understanding everything that goes in with the camera, equipment, all of the etc. But I'm still doing that. I told my homies, you know what I'm saying, I put the music on the back burner for now. I've been wrestling with the word retirement for a while, but I don't know, we'll see how it goes, and you know what I'm saying, because music is subjective, like, and I feel like you got to live life in order to really put out quality music too. So who knows?
Facts.
I may come back years down the line and continue to tell my story. But yeah, I'm just trying to live a healthy lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm 85 days sober right now. I'm just on a real spiritual journey and redefining my purpose.
Man,
you know what
bro,
I mean?
I'm actually on a diet right now. 7 days straight, all fruit. You know what I mean? And to really see, I'm not really sure if you follow Yaki Awaken.
Yeah, I know what that is. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm really experimenting with myself and trying to see the benefits of just eating fruits and really getting the natural water and not the H2O. I'm really going for the H3O2 and seeing exactly how it cleans the body, and then really you know, just making sure I take walks every day, staying in the gym every day, and really just you know, meditating and really introspecting, you know, examining my thoughts, feelings, and ideas, and that's just the you know, just the journey I'm on right now, man. So,
You already started the diet?
this my first day, bro.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm not sure how it's finna go, but we finna see, man.
Yeah, we gonna have to chop it up in like a week or two. We check on you, man. See how you feeling.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to see, because I know I'm not gonna be able to get all the nutrients I need.
Yeah.
But that's where the due diligence come in, man. And I'm gonna figure it out,
That's what's
man.
up,
But it got to a point where meat is kind of like out the question. And the thing that'll kill it is, the moment I see the veins and the blood, I'm like, man, I can't do it, man.
Yeah, but it's discipline. It's more mental than anything, though.
Yeah.
You already know that. Like, once you condition your brain to accept, you know, your new diet, your body's just gonna naturally adjust anyway. So it's just gonna take that, you know, 2 to 3 weeks or however long it take. But it's always a mental thing.
Damn, we got 3 minutes. Okay, yeah, bro. So, man, I think with me, man, it's just because I've been practicing, you know, the same law. Have you ever heard of the 5% Nation?
Yes, sir.
Well, obviously the Nation of Islam, and so I've been practicing on, you know, really, you know, tapping into my godliness just through, you know, physical fitness, mental fitness, eating right, you know, meditation, self-education, and things in that nature. And everything else was on point except what I was consuming. So in order for me to really truly unlock the godliness, I had to start practicing eating the things from the earth, you know, and that's what really led me into that journey.
No, I'm with you wholeheartedly, man. Like, again, I'm extremely dedicated on all of the above except the consumption aspect, because my metabolism is crazy, and I'm just so used to eating anything, you know, and it don't matter the type of night. I can eat multiple times a day, but like you said, I'm trying to like really discipline myself on what I'm eating, how often I'm eating, and you know, hopefully that can complete the cycle.
Do you fast at all?
No, I never fasted before. I never fasted.
I even been practicing that shit, bro.
Yeah.
Like I sit here and say, like I eat at 7 o'clock. I probably won't eat again till 9 the next morning.
Yeah, that's different.
You know what I mean?
I don't know if I'm ready for that. That's different.
Yeah, and the reason why, man, I noticed that when you fast, apparently your body begins to feed on the things that's not good for the body. But man, I don't want the camera to, you know what I mean? But appreciate you for sliding on us, man. Appreciate you, bro. Man, we gonna go ahead and close this out, y'all. Life is good. Life is wonderful. Be blessed to be alive, man. Self-sufficiency is how you survive. To the kings and queens, to the guys and goddess, forever and always, my nigga. Think successfully. Yeah.